here until tomorrow. I could have sworn... Oh, I must have misread the date on the calendar. No, don't get up. Don't pick any of those things up. I'll help you up. I will clean everything up. Oh, Sebastian's going to be so mad at me. And the master, oh, he's going to fire me. No, don't you dare try to help me. You're a guest in this household, an honoured guest, mind you. You are not supposed to be helping me. I'm supposed to be helping you. In fact, that was why I was running, you see. I was trying to change the linens in your room, get everything nice for your stay. I'd even put little lavender sachets under your pillow. But I must have tripped over the sheets. I was carrying them so loosely, they must have snagged under my feet. I am so sorry, my lady. You cannot imagine my embarrassment, my shame. I promise you, I will do everything I can to make this up to you. Just please don't help me. Oh, goodness. I haven't even bothered with basic manners. Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mey Rin. Not that it matters, of course. I'm just a maid here. I can show you to your room if you would like, or if you need to find the master, I can take you to his office. Although, I don't think he's here at the moment. But, oh, who am I kidding? I don't know where anyone is. I thought that it was still yesterday. I don't know where anyone is supposed to be today, and certainly not at this time. I don't even know what time it is. I can't see the clocks. Oh, dear. What have I done? I'm going to lose my job for this. Don't tell me to calm down. This is the last straw for me. I have been making mistakes left and right. First it was the laundry, then I broke the china, and now this. The master has been planning this for almost a year. He has been so careful about his relations with your family so that he could foster a business relationship. That's why you're here, isn't it? Oh, of course, that's the only thing I remember, is how important this is. But of course, I mess everything up right at the last moment. No, I have messed everything up. No matter what happens now, your family, you're always going to remember this. You are always going to remember this. And the master, when he finds out about this, when he finds out that I ruined this for him, he is going to find someone to replace me. Hell, Sebastian could replace me. He could replace all of us. But I'm the only one making mistakes today. So far, at least. So he could easily replace me. Please don't try to comfort me. Don't tell me that I haven't ruined everything. What kind of a person would do business with someone who can't even manage their own household? No one, that's who. That's why there's always so much pressure on us. So much pressure to do everything right. And it should be simple enough. I just had to wash the linens, change them, get out the china. That was all I had to do. And I couldn't even do those simple things. Yesterday even, when I wasn't rushing. Once your family gets word of this, they will never even want to speak the master's name. What do you mean, if your family hears about this? Of course they're going to. Why wouldn't you tell them about this? You would be so kind as to forget this ever happened. My lady, you are being rather foolish, in my opinion, but oh, my lady, thank you. You have no idea what a relief that is. at the very least, perhaps the master won't completely replace me. He'll reprimand me, of course. He might even ask me to take care of the dog for a while, which will be rather difficult for me. The dog is... You haven't met him, have you? He is rather playful and rather large. But I'm certain that I won't have to deal with it for too long. But even if I do, it will all be worth it, so long as your business relationship survives. Who said anything about the master finding out? Well, of course you have to tell him about this. After all, if I were in your position, I would... Well, I suppose I wouldn't tell, but you should. It is your right, of course, to complain about being treated so terribly, about being run into and hurt, surely. You would be so kind as to not tell him. My lady, why are you doing this? Why are you being so nice to me? You think that I deserve a second chance? I appreciate that, my lady. I really do, but this will be my 84th chance? My 84th second chance, at least, which would be a far larger number of chances than I would be interested in counting at the moment. Oh yes, I have been thoroughly scolded and reprimanded after each one of those chances, though. I always seem to mess things up. So, of course, it is the master's right to punish me for my mistakes. This time ought to be no different, really. I beg your pardon? You just said you don't want to tattle on a pretty girl. I don't understand, my lady. I am certainly not. You are gorgeous. You look like one of the sirens from Greek mythology. No, an angel. No, you look like a goddess of beauty. I certainly cannot compare. I cannot compare to you in looks or intelligence, it would seem. I said all of that out loud, didn't I? I really can't imagine that you would be willing to do business with the master now. Even if you were willing to look past his maid being a little clumsy, I'm certain that being flirted with by said maid would sour relations and make you rather uncomfortable, wouldn't it? I wasn't trying to flirt, but it did cross my mind, my lady. I do have to admit that. Yes, I do mean the things that I said about you. I do fully believe that if I were to ask someone to draw what they think a goddess of beauty looks like. They would draw your likeness. Or they would point to you as an example. I do fully believe that, my lady, and I do think that you are rather intelligent, and I think that you are certainly going to take offence from someone like me saying that. What would the master do if you told him about this? I'm certain I can't even begin to imagine what he would do. He would fire me for certain, but he might very well tell the dog to use me as a play toy. After all, I have never said anything like this. I've slipped up, yes. I've destroyed countless things. I've messed up everything I've tried to do, but I have never been so distracted by the beauty of one of our guests that I would say such things, and I certainly ought to stop talking, I imagine. Wouldn't you say so, my lady? Ah! You what? You want me to keep talking? I don't understand, my lady. You want to make a deal with me? Would this deal happen to involve keeping my job? Then, by all means, do tell me what are your terms. You will advise your family to enter into business relations with the master. What do you want in exchange? Anything to keep my job. What is it? You want me to keep telling you how I feel about you? My lady, it would be inappropriate for me to continue doing so. Certainly you wouldn't want that. You would. Why on earth would you want that? You want to keep hearing a pretty girl compliment you and get flustered around you. Oh, you think that it will help you work up the courage to ask the pretty girl on a date later. My lady, I can keep talking, but I would advise you to stop talking. Because I feel as if you were to keep talking, I might just faint in the next 5 to 10 seconds. Oh, I am being quite serious, my lady. I do tend to get very flustered around people I find to be extremely attractive, such as yourself, and I can tell from the way that my face is heating up right now that I am on the verge of passing out if you continue to talk. I don't like the way you said that, my lady. Why did you say that you wouldn't talk any